Lion Squad, what's good? Yes, people, just getting you ready, for the big show that's coming up, you know, in another 2 weeks. Once the Lion Squad channel get back up. Yes, people, so as you know already, this brother here, him young police. You don't know him get the Lion Squad channel shut down because he never want me can rebut him lies about me. His fabrication, his fantasies that he has about me. He didn't want me to address his bad mind, his jealousy, his grudgefulness. Man grudge me for my story, and it tells you what kind of person he is. He's a troubled man, a real narcissist. You understand? And this is what everybody is out there saying about him. Well, I have I believe it's a 3-part. It's a 2-part right now, but it might possibly turn out into a 3-part. You're going to hear it from his own words. How much of an asshole he is. It's probably some of the information you've seen from him before, but however, I'm pulling it apart. That's the difference. So you can really hear what he's saying. Really focus in on what he's really saying to you. Behind the scene. Because a lot of people, when some people, them talk, use woolly paw, what do I call it now? Word salad. You see it? Them lose you after a while, and then you might younger hear them when them say something where can pique your interest or something you're familiar with. The whole time you there listening. Those are the only parts you hear. You see me? So I got broke it down where you can see this guy's lies that he's been doing for years. And in his own words, you're going to hear what his true intentions are for Jamaica and what he really thinks about Jamaica. You're going to understand. Going to give you to understand of the kind of police officer, this no-nonsense police officer that he was, doing his time in service of the Jamaican people. You're going to hear voice notes from people who know him, who have experienced run-ins with him. You're going to hear from people telling you, about witnessing his connection with people such as Roy Fowle, who we all know now and understand was a big-time drug dealer, kingpin drug dealer from the UK. I'm not showing any shot on Roy Fowle name, but think it's important to put it out there and what he was basically known for, right? And because this guy professed to be someone, he don't like criminals, he don't mingle with criminals, he departure lounge. We hear of a situation where Buju was found to be sniffing some cocaine at allegedly at one point, and his resolution to that is straight departure lounge. No, Buju Bantam, just for sniff some cocaine. This man would have, if he had it his way, would have unalive Buju. You understand? Now, people, this man come out here and blatantly say, if him did cross my path when he was a police officer, he was able, even though him would have, if it's a dead thing him a look, him would have end up dead. I not ask question. You see, because duppy about that. All of who make him kill them, I idiot them.
Thank you.
Cause him a dopey bat. You see me? Him is a straight dopey bat. You know, you hear him, you say him boy used to lay down in a bush. Him and him friend them and Ray and this and that and you know. Anybody can catch somebody, so. You see? But you not face me for no gun end pussy. You see? And turn out the winner. On that. You know? Sneak, you'd have to sneak me and them thing there. You dig? You know? But you hear him come out blatantly. Talk about him would have murdered me. He would have killed me. You see? In his time, during his time of service. And don't even know me. And he's made that, watch here now people. He's made that assessment, that judgment, based on, because he don't know me from a hole in the wall or anything. He just made that judgment, right? And based on the videos that he see me put up on the internet. Don't know nothing about me. He's never talked to a second person about me who knows me. He knows no one that knows me personally. You understand? Only thing he has is a conversation, phone conversation, him and Hi Ad, which he called me. Contrary probably, I didn't call him. He called me. I sent him a voice note, you know. But he's the one who run me down and called me. He might send text about him no want be my friend. He want no friend from me and Ray like me that I look friend from him. Number one, he's a person you're clear to see. He don't have much friends. Any friends he have, they just like him. And if they just like him like that, friends, chances are, me not hold my tongue and say, I would say, in my opinion, you know, chances are them a batty man. You know, especially to the way, oh, you see, he was so happy to tell us about him Squaddy Barnes, who they slept in the same room together and really, like it brought back such fond memories of his, you know. And the way I'm love to talk about the round hole and this, we're going to explore that some more, because I get to find out, somebody contact me and I get a voice note on as to why he's so fascinated with round holes, you know. You understand, and especially men round hole, like he was so, you know, digging off into, you know, what he was saying about Mr. Anderson and round hole and brown eye and twinkle eye, and you know, he have all these names for the rectum. You know what I'm saying? Because it's become clear. I think it's clear to everyone now. You know what's going on. You know, you don't see him no woman. You never hear him talk about no woman or family and this and that. And you know, if him have picked me, I hear say, you know, I'm picking them as a strange from him and all of them things. And from what me check out from him, my little research from him in the States, and he's a, you know, I get to understand he's a loner. He's a loner. You know, he sit down in his room at night time every night, and you know, all he does is masturbate, you know, night and day. From him come in and probably make a cup of coffee and him sit down in front of him TV, probably with one of the porn channels them on, and that's all he does is masturbate, because he can't get no woman. The type of attitude he have, you know, he would be a nightmare for any woman to deal with, to sit down and try to reason with, you know, because he's just, his whole performance is just stiff, you know, like a robot. His mentality is that of a colonizer. The way you hear him give up his spills, it's reminiscent of that of a colonizer. You know what I'm saying? The things he say, you could expect those would be the things a colonizer would say. It's just that he doesn't have the power, you know, and the wits to pull it off. So he's trying to use his channel and play upon, you know, the gullibleness of Jamaican people, you know, because he label all Jamaicans, all of them stupid, idiot, you know, lovers of crime and criminality, supporters of criminals and crimes. Yet he would be the first to tell you, sir, that he knows people in garrison areas is at a disadvantage. You understand? With all the influences that they are subjected to, especially youths and this and that. Now, I can't see then, knowing this, that these people are manipulated into crime for the most part, right? And knowing that, you know, the government, the people who are in authority of them and their everyday movements, he labels these people corrupt, a cesspool of corrupted politicians. And so now I don't see how he, as a so many years as a police officer and a detective, went to school and all the college and the US military, and you know, he should have all this knowledge. I don't see how is it that he doesn't see what everyone else is saying with his angles. You're saying you know these people is at a disadvantage, but yet and still these are the same people you want to preemptive strike and just wipe them out anyway. Does that sound like a sane person or a sick, confused, walking contradiction? On one hand, he wants to help Jamaica, rid Jamaica of crime and all this stuff here. He knows the issues of poor people in Jamaica. You know, on one hand, he says he ran into Kiki, right? Who he says Kiki is a drug dealer, is a weed dealer. He sells weed. And he says he was did a run down a brother who in pursuit of the brother ran through Kiki's yard, who young police said was a drug dealer, right? And he says when he ran into Kiki's yard, he ran into him bagging up 40 pounds of weed. And he decided, say, he wasn't going to lock him up. Now, you Jamaican, you make sense out of that. He runs into this person he called Kiki, who he says is a drug dealer. And he was, at the time when he caught him red-handed, right, with 40 pounds of weed. And he never locked him up. Him said when you asked him why he didn't lock him up, he said because he understands ghetto economics. So you understand the ghetto and you're willing to work with the garrison, right, when it has something to do with economics and money. So I don't think we have to guess, people, and to bust our brain what happened on that particular encounter with Kiki, because he's all for ghetto economics, but he's just not for ghetto people. He's all for ghetto economics because he knows the strife that ghetto people is under, but he's not for ghetto people and the strife that they're under. Only the money he can make from them, the money he can get from them. So whatever kind of drug dealer Kiki was, as he stated, right? Because it would look like Kiki, and myself jokes him have some money can pay him off. So it looked to me because Kiki was able to pay him off, him not bother lock him up. But yet and still he would send Buju Banton to the departure lounge for sniffing some cocaine. You know see where I go on, people? You see the walking contradiction? I bet you if him did I get the money off of Buju though, he wouldn't come out and say that. Yeah. You say you know the yard them running now? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You see me? So you see the contradiction, people. So it goes to show you, say, once you run into this man, no matter what kind of crime you're committing, as long as you have a money can put in him on, you're good to go. You're good to go. Now watch how he's playing and styling up himself now to show evidence of this stuff. So he's just a money hungry glut. You understand? Him saying him don't do what him do for money, for blogging. Mind you, He's one of the first, when he see me come out, and I was saying I wasn't into this stuff, right? He's one of the first person to tell me, in fact, the second person, to tell me, say, yo, monetize your thing, cause money can make money in this thing, yeah. You see? Yeah. Alright, you see him now, so eager to tell my story before me. Why? Because my story is so intriguing, and he knows it's so intriguing to those out there. He wants a part of it. You see? Just like how Sir P has been able over years to keep himself interested to the people, intrigue people, he wants that. And to my understanding, he reached out to Sir P. Maybe to try partner up with him. Maybe, to try get some of his shine. And you see Sir P brush him off like the little fly where he is, the little annoying maggot turned into a fly that he is. True Sir P, he brush him off. Boy, he just took it personal. And for no reason. Because he's the only one out here as a vlogger. What's this Sir P come out? What's it where I talks about Sir P? What's this with Sir P? I talk there's a big man, police officer, about Sir P. Maybe Miss I said something about Sir P one time. You see? But I want shout me up real quick and say, I know so, check it out again, and but me do so and check it out and I say, yo, shit, I'm right. But I'm draw down the video right away. You see? I'm going to listen and learn and hear the man I say and learn. I'm saying, okay. You know? Yeah, man. You see? Until I become a supporter of his as well. You dig? So, this guy here, this maggot to fly guy here, you know what I'm saying? Fly face porter. But you look at his face, his face just look like a fly, don't it? Just really look at, just picture a fly if he was able to be look just like him. Bald head. You know what I'm saying? So, because Sir P just treated him like the fly he was and brushed him off. Get out of here. Bzz, he buzzing around the man's ears. Bzz, just looking for the man's attention. Oh, Sir P, notice me no, man. Notice me out here. Do the same work like you. You can't just notice me and give me a little shine, man. Give me a little time. Give me a little of your time. Like a batty, man. Just a run down the man. Just under the man, sir. You see me? So him couldn't ruffle him Sir P. Couldn't get no attention from Sir P. Not even a kiss teeth. Sir P wouldn't even fart upon him. Make him get a whiff of him fart. And him vex about them. Feel some type of way with that. Oh, but we all out here on the same thing. We all trying to fight crime. We all say we want. But guess what? You see what happened is, what enough of y'all didn't realize, right? Is that Sir P, because Sir P do talk to other bloggers. You know what I'm saying? He do communicate with other bloggers. I know this for a fact. You see? But him can't get in nowhere for connection to Sir P. Because I'm jealous of him. Him want some of Sir P time and shine. You dig? Him just get vindictive. Start make all type of video when I goes about Sir P. And people who's been watching this man for years is have to be wondering, where am I come from? Where am I try? You see? Him end up all lose subscribers behind it. You dig? DNR try warn him, yo, load the man, you know, you understand? Him take on DNR. You dig? No. Peoples, as me showing you, my live yesterday, when you see the emotional outburst, as me has shown, it wasn't about him, it wasn't for him. It was about the pain that my people for centuries has been going through. And just to think a piece of maggot fly face shit like this, you seen, is here, Panwe Bak, in disguise as one of us. And his only purpose is to bring about more hardship on us. His only wish is for just wipe out and annihilate ghetto people, black people, not to educate them. You understand? So that they may learn how to live a better life. None of that. Him not try to figure that out. Him just want to wipe out everybody. Crucifixion, what you say? Him want to be judge, jury, and executioner. You see? That's what he want to be. Everything, a one-stop shop. You dig? So even for bun a spliff, sketch your bun a spliff, departure lounge him want to send you. How him come from? In his own words, he telling you he ran into this person and him let them go. But you would bust out my head. Hey people, wanna see my kids them, come in and hide them. Wanna see my daughter and my son them and them thing there. Everybody love them and them. If him did get the chance to bust out my head, those beautiful kids wouldn't be here today. This is what this man is not seeing. I mean, how many people have, told me so many kind and beautiful words about my kids? And in this man's mind, they weren't worth coming to life. Huh? You hear this man say, everybody love my kids. But leave it up to him. Those beautiful kids wouldn't get a chance. Just like those two officers who took it upon themselves to be judge, jury, and executioner with those three young men, black men. And they executed them on camera. Cold-bloodedly, we saw it. And this man Porter justifies it. And many people out there in Jamaica justify it too. But for them, I understand the frustration in them. You dig? I understand their frustration. And I understand that they're civilians. So I know what kind of emotions they're operating on. But as an officer, ex-officer, thinking that way, it just leads me to believe all the rumors and stories that I'm hearing out here about this man. That it was all a facade. This straight stand-up persona that he carried, right, was all a facade. That he was just as crooked, right, as any crooked cop on the force. Because he himself, in many videos, stated of the many corruption he witnessed during his tenure. Yet he did not even an iota, to addressing the problem. And now he want to tell the young police officers who have not yet been corrupted by the system or anything, he want to tell them come out of the system. He doesn't even want them to give Jamaican system money. He doesn't want Jamaican system to even get a chance. And possibly that one or two of those officers are really good-hearted officers and they really come into the force to do some good and bring about some change in the force. So if you take out all the good officers out of the force now and migrate them all to America and give them all white girls, because this is his own words. This is what he wished to do. This is what he's putting started over 5 years ago. He's been putting this call out there for officers, and he's telling them, he will assist them in making the transition, but they should all leave Jamaica and come to America and go to the Bahamas and link up with some white broads who can do something for them. Now, what does that say in all of that? What is the undertone of all of that? That everything is about money. It's about the money. Because that's what he's telling these dudes. Come get a better life. What brings about the better life? Going to him. Money. You understand? This man said he would lay down his life and die for America. But no, she said this man a frightened puss. Eh? Not have no come say nothing. Frightened for foreign. The way how this man revere foreign. You can tell he don't even know his own damn black self. Or should be black self. Him just frightened for foreign and everything a foreign. When you check out him past video them, he's like a kid on a trampoline. Hey, foreign, foreign. Eh? When you hear him spill them. Eh? This man is a walking contradiction, people. Walking contradiction. You dig? And you're all going to get to see it. You're all going to get the chance to see it. Right? When I'm finished putting these, putting the information together. Right? Because it's going to be a different. It's not going to be the same old thing that y'all used to. You understand? When we get done with it. It's not going to be the same old thing. You dig? You know? I got people running around out there gathering all they need to gather on this dude. Digging them up. You dig? And that we are going to do. And really expose this piece of shit. So DNR drop a piece on him there. I hope you check it out. You see? And people, so you see him for where him really is. You know? Him just bad mind me for my story. Him just jealous. He's just a hater. Just to know the fact that he was a police officer, he was a soldier, and yet and still people don't revere him. People don't look up to him, right? People don't talk about him, right? The way they do others who he would deem less than himself. Such as myself. You see? He's so caught up on me right now. Fascinated by me. You know? So fascinated. But I told y'all in that last live where it all started from. Started from the fella there, Mr. Anderson. Y'all remember him, right? Mr. Anderson. That's where it started. When I came out and defend Mr. Anderson, you see, I didn't know it at the time. Because at the time, I didn't know much about him. Matter of fact, at the time, I didn't know much about him at the time. You know what I'm saying? I probably seen, a couple of his videos at the time. I knew of him, but I didn't know much about him. So I didn't know that he was this pathological lie anonymous. I just made that up. But anyway, you see me? So I didn't know he was like this. So I didn't realize when I was calling him out that I was really totally putting everything he's about in question. In a way that almost no one was able to do before. Because it was almost like, I was an eyewitness to the thing. And he said that XYZ happened. And me being an eyewitness on the scene, I was able to come out and say, yo, that shit is a lie. Because he didn't think that that situation would have someone come out and rebut it. Especially someone like myself, who actually been on cell block in Jamaica. No old cell block run. So while he thought he was just gonna throw that over everybody's head and make Mr. Anderson look bad amongst his peers, his community, his children, just think of the evils. The evils. Mr. Anderson wasn't even talking about him. Had nothing to do with him. The man just came out defending himself against an officer. that he claimed to wrong him. He didn't like that. Mr. Anderson was supposed to keep his mouth shut. This is how this man operates. This is what people are saying about him when he used to work, when he was a police officer, that he would do things and they would be terrified to come out and say anything about it because they already know how he operates. You see me? So he was just so upset that Mr. Anderson had the audacity to come out here and try to get some justice against some police that wronged him. So he felt the need, to come out now, right, and make up lies about the man, to not only discredit the man, to belittle the man, and make the man look like something that he's probably not. I'm not gonna swear for nobody. You know what I'm saying? Now, if that is a lie, if that is something that he deliberately did, conjured up in his head, sat down and thought about and said, yeah, I'm gonna do this to him, what does that make him? And what does that say now also about the integrity of the rest of the information that he comes out here with? It all has to be into question now. All of it. You have to take everything he's been saying with a grain of salt now. All of his videos, all of his work in the past, and his future work, they all now have to be taken into question. And he has now done the same thing he has since done the same thing to people like Sprague Benz, telling lies on the man, right? Mr. Wayne Lonesome, telling lies on the man, calling people all sorts of names out their names when he realized that he can't get a way in, a leg up on none of them. That no matter what he say, people is just still rocking with them because they absolutely don't believe you. And he expect that just because he's a police officer that people are supposed to come out and just automatically believe what he says. Well, we glad the video was recording the night when those two officers cold-bloodedly slaughtered those 3 young boys who you support, right? Because we know they would have to have lied on the report to get away with it, and you support that. You supported that all the way, because that's the only way they would have gotten away with it had the camera not seen them. They would have gotten away with it with a lie in the report, and you support that. So what that says about the service that you was given to the Jamaican people. I kill off the Jamaican people and picnic, and then I tell lie in a report about it. Shoot out and one got away in the bushes. We all know how that go. Well, peoples, y'all stay tuned, right? Because in the very, very near future, I make him run out him 7-part series where him say him have, right? And then the massacre shall start. You're gonna know me already.